everyone, welcome to my channel or welcome back. My name is Zarina and today we're talking about the new article that came out about Meghan and her business ventures. So let's get into it. Get your drinks ready and let's get into it. So, how Meghan built her pioneering partnership with Netflix. As the first season of her podcast ends, Meghan, Duchess of Sussex, is looking to build on the success of As Ever, the brand she built with Netflix. When you say a brand she built with Netflix, one would assume that Netflix had any say in what's going to happen with the brand. But I feel like she's kind of person that she will listen to the advice, but will take none of it. And when you say build with Netflix, all I hear with the context of her is that she just get the money and did what she wanted to do. That's what I honestly think. Meghan carries many titles these days. Besides being the Duchess of Sussex, she's a podcaster, a philanthropist, a children's book author, the star of a Netflix show. Oh my God. The founder of a direct-to-consumer startup. Oh my God. But when I sit down to speak with her, she says she's recently taken on a new role, that of tooth fairy. Again, with the children's tooth. Okay, children lose teeth, okay? She brought that up with in Time 100 interview as well. Anyways, Archie, her 6-year-old son, recently lost his first tooth. Okay, finally, I guess. Meghan rushed home to ensure she could be the one to leave a little money, a small dinosaur under his pillow. At 2 a.m., Archie woke Meghan up excitedly to tell her what had happened. Quote, I had a lot of business meetings the next morning, but I still chose to cuddle with him the rest of the night, she says. Oh my God. Thank you for being a mom, I guess. Those mom moments energize me to be a better founder, a better employer, a better boss. Like, you don't have to say these things. I don't know. Like, how hard is it to... I feel like with all the money she got, I feel like she needs to take up some media training or something. I think she must have it, but I think she needs to refresh it because the times have changed. We know that she is living in like a decade ago, but times have changed and this all seems so annoying to everyone. On the show, Meghan talks with female founders about the origins of their business along the lines of Guy Raz's How I Built This. But the show also has another dimension. It allows Meghan to get practical advice about launching her own lifestyle brand As Ever. Quote, I'm pulling back the curtain to allow people to see the candid experience of being a founder, Meghan says. I mentioned this on my last video on her that I listened to one of those podcast episodes and I learned nothing, absolutely nothing. I'm going to give her grace and listen to a few more episodes of that podcast. I don't have any hope. Pioneering Netflix deal. In her conversation with Blakely, Meghan talks about how she partnered with Netflix to create As Ever, her new brand, which launched in February. The line includes products like tea, jams, honey, cookie mixes, and her iconic flower sprinkles. That sounds sarcastic, which are edible flower petals that spruce up the dishes, priced between $9 and $28. Oh my God. Over the past few years, Meghan says that she's been exploring various ways of launching a business when Bella Bajaria, Netflix's chief content officer, approached her. At the time, I'd been working towards building out my own in-house team. Meghan says, but I had a complete U-turn because I completely bought into the vision she was sharing, which is where content and commerce meet, not in product placement way, but rather in an ideological way. I had a complete U-turn because I completely bought into the vision. she's bad mouthing Netflix people. Oh my god. It's like she's trying that people hate her. Oh my god. In many ways, this is a pioneering partnership for Netflix. It's funny because I don't know, it's like a bunch of millionaires playing house. Anyway, along with Megan, the Netflix team decided that it made sense for As Ever to exist on its own without any Netflix branding. Honestly, I had no idea As Ever was connected to Netflix. Whatever branding they did, it did not work. This is why the line isn't called With Love Megan, like the show. The brand is in the same universe as the show, but they're not the same. Exactly like what I said. It's like a bunch of millionaires playing house. It's like what do you call that in English? Make believe. Yeah, they're playing make believe, but in reality, but because they have the money. When I was a child, we would go down to the like yard and play with the other kids. Most of the time they would play like sporty games, and I never been good at those, so that I suggested to them, let's play a cafe game. And we would make stuff, make believe, and sell to each other, and our money was the leaves. We would collect leaves as a money, and then we would play make believe in a cafe because we had like small tea stuff. It's like that, but with real money, with real people. Like where's the professionalism? It hurts me because I'm trying to build my own business, but I don't have the funds. It's taking me so long and it's going so slow because I don't have the funds. And when I see people playing with millions like this, and all I need is like 20K, which is nothing to them, and they're playing with 20 million. Megan also points out that Netflix is not just a financial backer. The company's consumer packaged goods team worked closely with Megan's team to manufacture the products. We are on calls daily, working through the product development, SKUs, and inventory, she says. That's all she says. We have a field trip tomorrow to look at different manufacturers and suppliers as we expand the brand. What brand? You're stopping the manufacturing. What brand? What comes next for As Ever? As Ever's first collection was a runaway success. Megan says that even though the team spent a year preparing the line and forecasting demand, all the products on the site sold out in 45 minutes. Now they're trying to plan As Ever's next phase. Nobody mentioned how many like products, what the SKU was, as Megan says. Nobody said anything about that, so we don't even know how many of the products were sold out in 45 minutes. That aside, forecasting demand, all the product. I feel like even though the team spent a year preparing the line, what team? If you're working as a team, I feel like we need to know about the team members. You don't have a team, you have employees. That's not the same. Anyway, the easiest thing to do would have been to endlessly restock the popular products, which would likely sell out very quickly again. But while the As Ever team has hinted online that the items will be back on sale soon, Megan also wants to take a step back, gather data from the launch, and figure out exactly what As Ever could be. She says she's planning to announce new products in the first quarter of 2026. In real business, when you have a drop, a launch, and your products sell out quickly, that means a success. However distorted that is for her, it's a success. So easiest thing would be to restock. That is what you should be doing as a business owner. And what was that? If you're planning to take a step back to gather data, what was the line that you mentioned in Jamie Kern Lima's podcast? Just because the products sell out doesn't mean the job is done. Now you need to think about the next step. And then she starts like listing the things she needs to do again.
And I'm still working hard, right? The moment that everything sells out, it doesn't mean that we're done.
Yeah.
It means we're working on replenishment and what are the next SKUs and what's the next tranche of products and what's the timing on that and writing the newsletters and writing the social media captions and making sure that all that feels in line and what's the cadence of it. And
What the fuck are you on, girl? What are you on? She has the means to not drop anything until the next year. It dropped like in February, in the first quarter of this year. So you have a full year to be able to not drop anything. This is not a brand. This is not a business. There are now many models for successful celebrity brands. As Meghan contemplates what comes next, there are many directions she could go, from focusing on a single product category like Selena Gomez's Rare Beauty and Kim Kardashian's Skims, to a broader play like Gwyneth Paltrow's Goop and Jessica Alba's Honest Company. But for now, she believes it makes sense to build a brand around a single idea. She can't, for her life, she can't stand around one singular idea. She can't. In the future, though, the sky's the limit. I asked whether she might explore a clothing business since many women are drawn to her personal style. I doubt that. The category of fashion is something I will explore at a later date because I do think that's an interesting space for me, she says. There is interest in doing a second season of Confessions of a Female Founder, and many female founders have approached her to be a guest on the series. But Meghan is now involved in such a wide range of projects, she's sure to find some way to tell her story. What? How does that make sense? Like, okay, other people are contacting her, let's say we believe that. Other people are contacting her to be on her show. And then the next sentence is, but Meghan is now involved in such a wide range of projects, she's sure to find some way to tell her story. Who was stopping her from telling her story? Quote, if I had to write a resume, I don't know what I would call myself, she says. I think it speaks to this chapter many of us find ourselves in, where none of us are one note, but I believe all the notes I'm playing are part of the same song. Girl, go write a fiction book. She speaks in this like creative writing way. Like if you like speaking like this so much, just go write a fiction book. It doesn't have to be your own biography. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't have to be. Go write a fiction book. She is so fucking annoying. Oh, let me just read that in her voice. Oh my gosh, if I had to write a resume, I don't know what I would call myself. I think it speaks to this chapter many of us find ourselves in, where none of us are one note. But I believe all the notes I'm playing are part of the same song. Girl, it's your life. I hope it is one song. I hope it's not multiple songs, meaning multiple different lives you're trying to lead, which I actually think that she changes not personality, but like, yeah, personality according to the stage of her life. You see how childlike she was when she was with the royal family? I get it, you're new to the family and you would be like, oh, you would be like shy girl. But then she had this, when she was doing the Netflix show, she had this disgusting personality. In my opinion, it was so bad. It showed her true colors, I feel like. But then now she has this friendly look. She's trying to be like the girl next door. You are not girl next door, Meghan. Our doors could not be further apart. Anyways, I'm angry at her. I'm angry at her playing with so much money and doing nothing. That is all for today. Thank you for watching. An emoji of the video for today. Let's do a guitar. That's my ukulele, and my husband's playing the guitar on the other room. I don't know if you can hear him. Hopefully this mic didn't pick it up. But anyway, let's do a guitar for emoji of the video. Okay. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe and follow me on my Instagram and check out my Etsy shop. Help a girl out. I'm trying to build a business. I'm creating my own stuff. Like, I am not to be like Megan, but I am working all day long. I created this yesterday. Anyways, in my shop there are a bunch of stickers and wall arts and whatever. And if you have anything special in mind that you would like me to have as a product on my shop, just let me know. I'll make it happen. I'll make it happen. You just let me know. You ask and I deliver. Unlike some people, I take my business seriously. Anyway, thank you so much. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.